Hi friends. Have you ever experienced this late late evening work, late office hours in your career? I think most of us actually experience that. I was speaking to one of my friend. Uh, he is my associate also in another activity, and he was saying he has to work for long hours, and he was returning office almost around 9 o'clock every day in the evening. So then I started asking about whether he has a to-do list, whether he sticks to his agenda and its timing, and whether he completes his to-do list. He completely ticks off his to-do list for the day. He was no not very direct in the answers, but what I could gather is usually, obviously, he was not able to stick to the agenda time. So how do you do that? So once you start, he was saying, because the agendas are decided by the board, it is very difficult for him to intervene at from his level to stop with the timing. So then I asked him whether he has tried emphasizing the timing element in the meeting. So what is the usual time for an average meeting? I asked. So he was saying it is 45 minutes to 2 hours. So uh, you know from that only it gives a lot of evidence that they don't stick to time, and if they start discussing something, then they go on endlessly. Why it is so? It is because the outcome is not particularly ascertained in that against that particular agenda item. If that is not decided from beforehand as to what will be the outcome, then you will go on endlessly without reaching any conclusion. So that is how the meeting gets delayed, and one meeting delayed means other activities also will be delayed on that, and that is how uh, the long hours happen. Now, where to start? How to start? This is something we need to think of. It is a behavior change which is required, and this uh, one can say it has to happen at the board member level. It is not so. It is actually at the level of the person who is calling this meeting. So my friend is calling this meeting, and he has to decide for this timing item, timing column in the agenda, where he has to also uh, hint at the outcome, and that is how uh, like say he has to start it, and I don't say that it will happen in a day, but it will ultimately happen, because people will start noticing that somebody is very particular about the timing. And why somebody may ask why he is so particular about the timing, then he can say there are other things pending which needs to be completed in the same day. For example, if you are working on a proposal, then proposal has a deadline, and if you are not working sufficiently for a particular day, then you will be delayed for the next day, and it will be a huge rush at the last moment. So that he can start with, and ultimately everybody will get his message about being very particular about timing. So I asked him whether he looks the problem from the uh, 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 like say he looks at the problem in a very detached manner, like say bird eye view. So he has to look at the problem from a sufficiently high angle, encompassing every angle, every aspect of that particular problem, so that he will be able to understand what will be the immediate solution for any particular problem at that particular moment. So whether he is able to do that. So if you are not detached, you are part of the problem, then you cannot be part of the solution. That is the message I wanted to give him. And don't expect things to change overnight. It will happen if you start, if you take the first step. So this is the message. You start small, take the first step, and gradually improve every day. Then ultimately it will happen. Thank you.